SaberBeast. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Do you remember Guardian Angel that I played a little while ago? A very good horror game based on the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. Quick little preface I want to make about that game. I put a little clip at the beginning of that video saying that I thought it was made in memory of the two developers of the game, Andrew and Lewis, who I thought had very sadly passed away. As it transpires, they are not. They're absolutely fine, which is fantastic. One of the developers contacted me via the comments of that video and talked to me. I thought it was being contacted by a ghost for a minute, but as it turns out, they're fine. That tombstone was just a joke, and there's nothing to worry about. And this is a game that I believe is just made by Lewis. He's branched out and done something on his own. This game is apparently also quite difficult and has something to do with heat. I don't know. What have we got here? Move, sprint, block, and interact. Okay, do I get some sort of a shield? We seem to have some sort of a squid creature here with its arachnid tentacles. Okay, yes, here we are, Lewis. Solo project, made in 30 days. Ah, they're brothers. Ah, that's lovely. Okay, so apparently there's also a competition. To enter the competition, you must complete the game on brutal mode, the time less than the current leader. Make sure you screen record your gameplay. Yep, that's on. To submit, head over to the itch.io page and make a post, linking your footage via YouTube or Vimeo, or however that's pronounced. I don't know. I've never actually heard that word said before. After the competition is over, the winner will receive the money via PayPal. Good luck. Right. Additional donations go towards the prize. Right. Well, I'm not really here for money. I just want to see what other crazy stuff they've made, because Guardian Angel was great and it showed an enormous amount of potential, and I'm really glad to find out that they're okay and that they're still making games. So we've been going for about 2 minutes so far, and self-explanatory. Yes. And we haven't actually started the game. So let's get on with it. Right. It is recommended that you play normal mode before brutal mode. Okay, so we'll play normal mode just like we did with Guardian Angel. We'll play normal mode. We'll get used to the game. Acquire a torch. We'll get used to get my mouse sensitivity is very low. Can I fix that? Yes, I kind of can. Okay, acquire a torch. Acquire a metal detector. Okay, this is very pretty. Okay, so players who've beaten it on normal mode, players who've beaten it on hard mode. Do I recognise any names? Any names I'm familiar with? That one seems vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's because I've seen it from there. I am so stupid. Okay, right. So we'll play the game on normal. We'll get used to it. We'll figure out what's going on. We'll learn the mechanics. We'll learn the enemies, and then we'll go back in on brutal and see what sort of. Somehow I didn't miss you. I do like it though, you're a bit better rendered than you previously were. Oh, you remind me of a, oh, what's it called? Rancor, that's the word I'm thinking of. And it reminds me of a Rancor, yes. This is the SaberBeast. He's a bit scary. Oh, you're kind of cute. You're not kind of cute. Okay, well these are, I believe these are other games produced. Okay, so, what do we have here? Aha, metal detector? Can I have this with you? Okay, so I can look down at this, and that's giving me a scan. How do I... Is this metal? I don't know how this works. I'm not going to try and work out how this works. That's a cool smoothing sound effect. Did you see something in the doorway? I thought I saw something in the doorway. I don't know. Right, okay. Where's my flashlight, my torch? Okay, so there's... Go down through the floor onto lower levels. Gold rune +1. Okay, so is the objective to collect runes from these sparkly areas? Gold rune +1, huh? Shall I do a really nerdy pointless reference that nobody would care about? Okay, if you insist, game, I won't do my stupid nerdy reference. Yes, I will. Where is the bad guy? What? Okay, so they, you died. Try again. Object count 3 of 7. shush. Right, okay. Sheesh, handcuffs? Oh, stuff was getting kinky down here. Okay. Oh, a noose. Things were getting very kinky down here. Okay, I'll finish my nerdy reference, if I can. Those little stars on the ground and the sort of blue puddle effect reminds me very much of the original... I read this? I'll finish my thought first. The original Lego Batman game, there were little areas on the ground that you could use a Mr. Freeze character in order to freeze, in order to do stuff with. I told you nobody would care about it, and nobody does care about it, but anyway. Where's Tony? I can't find him anywhere. The idiot has gone and wandered off without me again. We're supposed to be a team. I can't find anything with this stupid thing. I'd be better off leaving him here. Militia. Strange name. Right, okay. So, obviously the objective is to, collect these runes. Right. So, the question is, are they randomly placed? Yes, they are, because this wasn't here before. So they're randomly placed throughout the map, and you have to collect them. I think it said 7 items collected. I don't know whether that includes the flashlight or not. Whether the rune is one of those items or not. What was block? What do I get to block with? Do I get a sword or something? Or a shield? I can hear footsteps. I don't know if you can hear footsteps, but I can definitely hear footsteps. I seem to remember reading something about there being a heat mechanic. Maybe he's scared of fire? Time to test that theory, I suppose. Oh! Hi! How are you? Are you scared of fire? Am I going completely insane? Or am... Is it proximity? Is it fire? I'm not sure. Still coming after me? Are those his feet? I think those are his feet. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I don't quite get his mechanics yet. I really ought to just read what it says on the itch.io page before I play the game, but I never do. So he might be scared of fire. He might be. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. What's this? This seems important. Try to think what this is. Yes, it's alright, you can just kill me now. Okay, I'm not dead. Sheesh, this is loud. Oh, and this is a dead end. Oh. Fire. You don't like fire, do you? I get a distinct impression that you don't like fire. You're also blocking my way. Being a right pain in the butt. I was never going to get away from that. Okay, firstly let me turn the volume down a bit for you, because that was probably excruciatingly loud. Right. Okay, hopefully that's a bit quieter for you now, and the jump scares won't blow your ears out, and they won't completely overpower my voice, as was occurring constantly in Guardian Angel. Okay. So. Something is definitely where is the flashlight? I think the flashlight would be relatively near the beginning so that you can see what you're doing throughout the rest of the game, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Can I have one of these swords, please? Can I fight back? There's many little doors, but they don't seem to go anywhere. So I would assume that the map is set, but the locations of the runes are not set. And it would seem there are two enemies, the squid enemy and the rat enemy. One of whom actually kills you, and one of whom just blinds you and prevents you from moving for a bit. Another detector? Oh, okay, so there are multiple metal detectors. Either that or the location of the metal detector is also randomized. I just happen to have it spawn in the same place twice. There's many little secret compartments and secret passageways. Those would be very useful for escaping from bad guys, particularly since he seems quite big and he'd be quite unlikely to actually fit through that gap. So yeah, is there another metal detector here? No, which means it either despawns when you pick up your first one, or the location of the metal detector is randomly generated. Okay. So just take this nice and easy. Nice. Did you see tentacles moving through the ceiling, or have I gone completely stark raving mad? I've probably gone mad. It's so dark. It's just... Where is the flashlight? Please! Can I take one of these torches with me? Anything to give me a little light. No, those are dead ends. Flashlight? Torch? Screaming Banshee? To be honest, I'd take anything at this point. Anything that might even help. I do like the design, so the animation for the fire is fantastic. Fire is a very hit and miss thing to animate usually, but they've done this fire very, very nicely. Ooh, hello, 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 hello. You're very short. Oh gosh! Oh dear. While trying to escape from having my bum bitten off, I got my head chopped off. Wonderful. Okay, so, this has changed up the idea in the sense that you can die in normal mode, if nothing else, unlike Guardian Angel. Well, actually, no, I take that back. You can die on normal mode in Guardian Angel, it's just really rather difficult. Ah, that book disappears after you pick up the metal detector. Interesting. So there is a story going on here. There's Tony and somebody else. Just not quite sure what they're doing. What's that? Don't know. Okay. So talking as somebody who, without wanting to brag, is decently good at Guardian Angel. The basic strategy of Guardian Angel, not to keep, making similes, but, obviously there are similes to be made. Ugh. Oh, that was always there. Interesting. When the rat monster was standing there and I was standing by the fire, I thought he was dragging that along with him. So, nice to know that he doesn't have any severed arms hanging off him. If nothing else, just to make him slightly less scary. The main principle of Guardian Angel was keep your enemy in sight and run very fast. I get the impression that this game might be a bit more about stealth. Is that light approaching? Or is it just flickering? Because I can definitely hear footsteps. So I'm wondering if maybe you need to listen for the footsteps, watch out for the tentacle monster, and be more aware of your surroundings and try to avoid conflict where you can. Try to avoid the bad guys. Collect the runes and be a bit more sneaky than last time. Oh gosh! Remind me of the Shadow Leviathan. Yes, thank you. Oh. This is fun, I'm enjoying this. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting 3 of 7, I'm never getting more than 3 of 7. Okay, so I'm gonna quieten down a little bit. I'm gonna try and listen more and yak less, basically. So we'll just take this a bit more calm and relaxed and listen and try to observe our surroundings. Oh gosh! Hi friend. Hi. Oh gosh! I got caught in a corner. Oh well, I reduced my time, if nothing else. I got a 3 out of 7 a bit faster this time, even if I didn't actually manage to get through all of this. Oh dear. I I'm on something of a time constraint today, so I may do this game in 2 parts, which you'll already know whether it's 2 parts or not, because I'll put it in the I'll put it in the title of the video whether it's 2 parts or not. But I'll definitely try and beat normal mode here now, and then I'll continue to come back at this and try to get through brutal mode. Do I have a limited sprint in this game or not? Is that thing still following me? How do you get away from this thing? Seriously, how do you get away from the tentacle monster? Oh, I think there's another one in there. I'll just get back in there. I can't, because I'm getting chased by every Tom, Dick and Harry in this place. Uh-oh, this is a dead end. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. I'm going to keep moving in the hope that I'm still moving. Oh, well, I think I got 4 that time. I got 5. Not bad if I do say so myself. Okay, so I don't think that the metal detectors spawn in random locations. I think they were just a number scattered throughout the place, and then when you pick up your first, you can't pick up any more. I also don't think the sprint is limited, and I think that you can't escape from the tentacle monster once it sees you, so you want to delay getting seen by the tentacle monster for as long as possible, and afterwards try to not walk into any dead ends, because that will seriously, seriously bone you over. I don't know if it's possible to lose the SaberBeast either, because he seems to follow you. So possibly once you get seen, it is more a matter of just running around and trying to get the last ones, and then presumably whatever the final objective is. You have to reach some sort of a door and escape, possibly, or use these runes on something. Also wouldn't be surprised if there's some form of a sound mechanic, because the metal detector does produce sound. Now that could either just be in order to indicate that there's something on the floor in front of you. Okay, that noise isn't the SaberBeast. That noise is just him screaming. That noise is SaberBeast. Go! Really? Really? I just happened to fall down right in front of him. Come on. Man, even on normal difficulty, this is tough. It's not undoable, though. It's not undoable. It's not quite as... I can't sort of pick apart the mechanics quite like I could in Guardian Angel, because they had very specific mechanics and very specific methods of working. These guys seem a little bit more straightforward, but much like with Guardian Angel... Oh, look, there's 3 right next to each other. This is brilliant. Yes, much like in Guardian Angel, a lot of the ability to win came from being very familiar with the map, so that you could... Hi, dude. Hi, how are you? Could you, like, 180 and... Oh, gosh. So, yeah, see... I wasn't quite sure what was gone wrong then. Interesting. So yeah, that kind of confirms my whole sound theory, because I ran away from SaberBeast then because of the tentacle monster, but then the music kicked up like SaberBeast was chasing me, so that indicates that likely SaberBeast is triggered by sound. Here we go. To a degree. So there is a degree of stealthing to this game. It would seem, however, like possibly the tentacle monster is just always chasing you. He's always trying to track you down, while SaberBeast maybe just sort of roams and patrols. I don't know, it can be tricky to work out these folks' AI. But give me time, I'm slowly getting more familiar with the map. Bit by bit I'm getting a bit more familiar with the map. don't think you need to look down to pick up one of those. I think you can just be running over it. Wait for the bipping noise. In fact, let me test. Yeah, if you just click while you run over it, you don't need to look down. It makes it a lot easier to run away from your friends. Like that, see? Lovely and efficient. So no time to waste. See, how does one escape? How's the getting away bit going? See, we seem to be free of SaberBeast since the music is gone. Now, the clicking, the click, click, click of the cricket, whatever under the sun that song was, is still here from our good friend. Doesn't seem to be about breaking line of sight because he's still there. Just when I get through on normal mode and have a look at the brutal mode. Oh good, I nearly missed that one, but I got it. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! I think you should have to have the volume high to listen to the footsteps and the clicking noise, but then the jump scares get you. Oh, I got 6 out of 7 that time, I nearly did it. Wow, how did somebody do this in 98 seconds? Good on them. That's all I can say. Good on them. And there's no way on earth I'm going to be able to beat that time, but I'll have a dang good go. Do they remind me of a tiny bit? You are not happy with my existence, are you, tentacle monster? Sheesh. I don't even know why there's a tentacle monster down here. It seems like some sort of ancient crypt, not a Japanese high school. Can I get away with a joke like that these days? I don't know. I don't know. Family Guy got away with it, so I might. Tell you what would be nice. Just a quick side note. It'd be lovely if there was a little counter somewhere on the screen that told you how many you had already. Uh-oh. Oh no, hang on. Leave me alone. I don't want to be turned into sausages. See, told you I was getting better at the map. Please, would you leave me alone? It's so dark, I can't see anything. Oh, up the stairs now. Oh, not that way, that's a dead end. Down, 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 down! Oh, sheesh. Okay, yeah, little counter that tells you how many of the runes you've gotten so far. That would be really nice. How do I keep ending up back here? Every time I end up here. Where's the flashlight? For goodness sake. Useful tactic I found. I found when you're travelling along, trying to run away from enemies, if you sort of look around down the different passageways while you pass them, then you're slightly... Oh man, ow! He's running really fast the whole way. That must mean he still runs ever so slightly faster than you do. Because you can't just outrun him, you have to outmaneuver him. So close again. But yeah, I found that if when you're sort of running along, like, I don't know, say he's behind you and you're running along, and you want to go down there, if when you're passing, you strafe a little bit and you look down the side of the other pathway, you can keep your eyes open for where there might be another rune that you can then collect up later. Oh, sheesh. So that can be a useful tactic to use while you're trying to run away, but also at the same time save yourself a bit of time. I mean, ideally you want to run past the runes and pick them up while you're running away to sort of multitask a bit, but... Hi. Now, what do you react to? Is it light? Is it fire? Is it distance? Is it sight? You react to something, but I don't know what yet. His mechanics are a little bit of a mystery to me. I haven't quite worked out how he works, what makes him tick. Oh man alive. The sound design on that creature is very good. It really does sound like it's behind you, which is weird. For a pair of speakers that are on either side of me and in front of me, the fact that sound sounds like it's behind me is freaky. It really sounds like it's behind me. I don't have any speakers behind me, but it sounds like it's behind me. I don't know how that has been done, but it's been done nicely. I haven't seen that in any other game. It's like it's tricking your brain. It's thinking there's something behind you. There's something behind you. Yes, there is, but I can't turn around. I should turn around and deal with the problem, but I can't because I'm defenseless of a babu. I have no way to defend myself apart from with my feet. Oh gosh, this was a bad idea. Wow. This is genuinely tough. Genuinely tough. How did you survive for 7 minutes and 17 seconds? My giddy aunt. That guy needs an award just for the endurance. Just for the fact that he survived that for that long. He managed to run away from them that long. That in itself is impressive. I still haven't seen a flashlight. Wait, am I being thick? Am I being really dumb and not seeing a very blatantly obvious flashlight? Because I am not seeing one. I feel like one would be brilliantly useful, but I am not seeing one anywhere. I don't know if they'll be sensitive to light like the Guardian Angels were, but I feel like a flashlight would be useful. Where one is, however, is beyond me. Wow. So, rough tactics that I've ascertained up to this point in relation to the monsters. Definitely run away from SaberBeast, definitely. If you can fall through that hole in the floor, that seems to allow you to build up a bit of ground on him. Do not assume that the music dying away means that he's stopped chasing you. Try to be stealthy until the tentacle monster is after you, at which point just run, because the tentacle monster will not stop chasing you. Under any circumstances. Yeah, that's about as far as my analysis goes at current. It's not quite a PhD thesis! Oh gosh. Oh, this does lead somewhere. For the longest time I thought this was a dead end. He's an interesting design. Because he's a bit like a rodent, but at the same time he's also a bit like a minotaur. And I refuse to call it a minotaur. There it says acquire a torch. Unless they mean like... When you say torch, do you mean like a burning stick? Is that what you mean? You know, like the kind of thing, you know, they see, like, explorers in... Do you mean like this? Is this what you mean? Oh, gosh. Oh, for God. This game's pretty tough. Yeah, it is. Do you know why it's tough, Phil? Because you're dumb. You're really, really dumb. Oh gosh, this game is hard. Yeah, because you're not actually fighting the enemies, you bloody fool. I've been playing this for 37.5 minutes before I realised that. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. Oh, I know in America you say flashlight to mean the electrical object, and you say torch to mean one of these. In Britain, we say torch to mean both. So when you said get a torch, I thought you meant a clicky electrical one with batteries on. Not one of these. So it never struck me to interact with one of these things. Okay. So. Oh gosh. How many Americans were watching at that point, or people who are more familiar with the American terminology than the English terminology, and thinking, why aren't you picking them up? Like it said, get a torch. Why aren't you picking one up, you utter moron? Why? Because I'm a thicko and I completely forgot the Americans have different definitions than we do. So, anyway. Now, the whole use heat line that I vaguely remember reading, which may be a complete figment of my imagination, makes more sense. I can now swing this. I see. Can I do both of these at the same time? Yes, I can. So I can hold this up normally, or I can press it a little bit to sort of bat with it, or I can hold it down to swing it around like a sparkler on Guy Fawkes Night. Okie dokie. Right, Mr. SaberBeast, I am no longer scared of you. I'm still a bit scared of you, but I'm not as scared of you. I am confident. I don't know if this is going to work against the tentacle monster, or maybe it does work against the tentacle monster and it doesn't work against SaberBeast. Aha! Does it work against you? No. Aha! That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense because you can get away from SaberBeast. You can't get away from the tentacle monster. So that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Okay. So when the tentacle monster is chasing you, you need to turn around and swing your torch at it in order to make him go away and leave you alone, so that you can carry on with your business. Right. That makes more sense. Yeah, that is very effective at getting rid of him. Like, he just does not hang around when you start using this thing. I don't know if it works if you're not facing him. If he's just chasing you and you continue to swing it, then that might still work in your favour, but no promises. I would advise cutting corners where you can, literally. He's fast. He's really, really fast. Man, 6 out of 7 again. I gotta do this. I gotta get through this. It's for my own, I don't know, pride. I don't have any. Reputation. I haven't got one. Honor. Never heard of it. I don't know. Also found you don't need line of sight to scare off the clicking monster with your torch. You can just... Oh gosh. Okay, so good thing we got 7 runes. Bad thing, where's the door? There's the door! There's the door! There's the door! Oh shit. Wow. That was, like, shockingly efficient. Wow. The thing is, it's the random nature of the location of the runes, you see. You've got no idea where they are, which means, unlike in Guardian Angel, you can't plan out the most efficient route in order to do it. You just have to run around and try to have an efficient way of checking everything without doubling back on yourself, without going to the same places twice, and things like that. But that was a good time, and not a huge amount of distance, but that was... Thank you. Okay. So, we got through normal mode. What? Basically normal difficulty, but your friend Tony snuck a pill in your lunch. What? We'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, let's have a quick look at Brutal. Let's have a look. Let's just see what it's like. Have you... Oh, you flipped the world around. That means if you want to practice learning the locations on things on the map, oh, you need to do it in brute. You evil man, Lewis. Oh, you evil but surprisingly intelligent man. Same note as before. And where's the metal detector gone? You evil man. You evil man. That is so devious. Oh, now my mental map that I just spent the last hour building up is ruined. You evil man. That's brilliant, though. That's absolute genius. Okay, so that metal detector isn't there anymore. So the question is, where is it? I don't know how this is going to become more difficult. I would assume that SaberBeast is more aggressive. Well, I assume they're both more aggressive. Maybe SaberBeast is faster? I can't imagine he'd become much faster without it being completely impossible to get through this, but I mean, that was tough. That was genuinely tough. But at the same time, really, yeah, you flipped this world around, haven't you? Where are the metal detectors? Seriously? There's been a metal detector somewhere. Here's one. Oh good, more blood. Lovely stuff. Okay, now I'm fully equipped to do this. I also don't think that the pools appear before you pick up the metal detector, because a couple of times there have been pools appearing next to the boards where you spawn in, and they weren't there when I started that particular run. So I think the pools don't appear until after you pick the metal detector up, so there's no point thinking, oh well, I went through this location when I was looking for the metal detector, so I know there won't be a rune in here because there wasn't when I passed it by the first time. Don't think that, because that'll get you killed. And if you hear footsteps, do yourself a favour and run away. And listen to the footsteps, because if they're, oh gosh, yeah, here we are. Because if they are fast footsteps, he's chasing you, and if they're not fast footsteps, he's not chasing you. Okay? Oh. It is recommended you play normal difficulty first, yes, so you build up an idea of the map, so that you can mess with it. Oh, he's gonna be close! If I were not an English gentleman, I would extend the same pleasure to you, mate. Okay, so, that's very interesting. What under the sun is overdose mode? What is this? I'm so confused. Oh, gosh. Is this even... Has anybody beaten this? Which way round is this? Oh, gosh. This is freaking... Okay, does this say the same thing? No, it's all gobbledygook. Whoa, how did that happen? Can I thank you? Okay. My giddy, oh, this is a freaky visual effect. Has anybody beaten this? What level of difficulty is this? Like, is this... I mean, it's got the same map as normal mode, which makes sense because you unlock it when you beat normal mode. It is much harder to see those little stars on the ground in this mode. I'm even going to be able to hear the music when it comes up to tell me that SaberBeast chasing me. Is SaberBeast even here? I don't know. Oh, let's do an even weirder visual effect. Okay, Clanky Man is still here. Oh, gosh. Clanky Man is definitely here. SaberBeast, I don't know. And it gives you the illusion of your speed moving around when you're sprinting, because when it's pulling one way it looks like you're moving slow, and then when it's pulling the other way it looks like you're moving faster. It's really freaky. Yeah, okay, SaberBeast is here with his flashing lightsaber. Okay, wow. Oh sheesh, I actually got 5 out of 6. Right, okay. I'm gonna keep trying on overdose mode for a bit. Just see if I can do it. Because it doesn't seem any harder than normal mode. Other than the visual effect. I mean, like, the mechanics aren't any harder. Obviously the effect on myself is harder. But I'm not gonna make you sit through this. We'll just jump cut straight to me either winning or giving up, okay? Okay, so this is an interesting situation. Your torch can go out. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how or why, but your torch can be extinguished. So, be prepared for that situation to occur. Also, something else I realised, when SaberBeast is chasing you, don't bother trying to hear whether the clicking monster is following you. Just swing your torch every now and again, because there's no way you'll be able to hear him. Okay, back to business. Quick side note. at the beginning, you're not going to be chased by SaberBeast. Not yet. He starts out on a basic patrol, and then after he catches you for the first time, he basically doesn't let you go. So your best bet is to begin by making a systematic search. Be as methodical and as careful as you can. Check as many areas as you can, and try to check all of the areas that have frequent dead ends in them. Then, when he starts chasing you, you can then start running around a lot and checking all of the other areas that are a lot more easy to do circuits around, rather than the areas that it's very easy to get trapped. Okay, okay. Shh. 9 minutes before my deadline to give up. Okay. Man. Wow, this is crazy. This is a crazy one, and it's going to be a fun one. Okay, okay, my giddy arms. My eyes are aching. Can we just go back to the main menu so I can stop looking at that? Thank you. Oh, my eyes. Oh, my eyes. Oh, I'm going to have a nightmare about that effect for days. Okay, 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 okay. My giddy arm, that hurt my eyes a lot. Okay. So we beat normal mode, and we beat overdose mode. Okay, did that unlock anything else? Like, stupid mode? Crazy overdose mode? No, it didn't. Okay. Okay, so. We got through normal mode, we got through overdose mode. Okay, so, this is really good. This is really good, and I really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to seeing how brutal mode goes, because it is going to be tough. It doesn't seem enormously more difficult. It seems a bit more difficult, but not enormously so. Wouldn't it be crazy if the locations of the runes changed over time? It's like you're exploring and you go down corridor number 6 and you've explored it, and it's actually in corridor number 7 currently. By the time you get to number 7, it's moved to number 6. And it kind of like keeps switches around. That would be a crazy feature. If that really is in here, I wouldn't put it past them to put it in here, but it's hopefully not. Wow, that was genuinely crazy, and that was really good. I've been really enjoying this this game. Yes, as I said, I will come back to this soon, I promise. I'll keep playing this, and I will try to get brutal mode done nice and soon. But this has been really good. I've really enjoyed this. I think the only one thing that I would change about this game is putting in a counter somewhere in the corner, just a little counter that just says how many of the runes out of 7 that you have got so far. Because you tend to lose track in the stress of how many you've picked up in your mental arithmetic. And you pick up one and you think, okay, is this the last one, or is the next one the last one? I mean, that could be by design in order to induce that additional sense of stress and panic. But oh, excuse me. But, yeah, I feel a counter might be a nice thing to have, but, I mean, it's not a make or break thing by any stretch of the imagination. But okay, that was SaberBeast. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. I will be back playing this game again very soon with either a compilation of miserable failures and me trying to get through brutal mode, or I will have actually won it. And as I say, if it takes a long time to turn up, that's not because I've given up on the game. That's not because I've stopped playing it. It's just because it's taken me a long time to beat it. Okay? So, thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other. Look forward to the next episode, and good night.